Guys, how you doing? God-given naturals. I know it's been a while, but I'm really trying my best here. But today we're going to talk about something that most people actually consider a weed for some odd strange reason. But first, a word from our Creator, God. Genesis chapter 1, verse 29. And God said, "See, I give you every seed-bearing plant that is upon the face of the earth, and every tree with seed-bearing fruit. It shall be yours for food." And we still do. But we're going to talk about dandelion root today. And I was not kidding how most people actually consider this a weed. Did you know that Americans spend millions on pesticides for non-native grasses and 30% of water supplies to actually be able to, supply that non-native grass with water to keep it from dying? Just saying. I feel like it's a little nonsense. But Ralph Waldo Emerson once said that, "What is a weed but a flower's virtues who have not yet been discovered?" Words of wisdom right there. But it originated around the 10th to 11th century and was discovered in various different parts of Eurasia and Asia. I believe those are actually the same thing. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I really believe that's true. But was given various different nicknames, from swine snout to priest's crown and tell time, due to the fact of they believed that however many times it took you to blow the puffball out was what time it was. And I actually tested this. It was around 5:45, and it took me 6 tries to actually blow it out. Yeah, I got it. I don't think it's actually, time for time, because that would be kind of a weird way to do it. It's like 5 blows and 45 milliblows. I don't think that's an actual thing. But also, it was given the nickname of milk witch because of the white substance that comes from the stem whenever you cut it, and due to the fact of the leaves look like witches' claws. Man. And it was given the nickname of lion's tooth or Dandelion, and that's due to the Normans. And I guess it does really look like lion's fangs, but I don't think any lion's fangs are really jagged. It's kind of weird. Yeah. But doesn't matter. It is actually the only flower that represents each celestial body. The dandelion represents the sun, the puffball represents the moon, and the dispersing seeds represent the stars. Thought that was kind of interesting. And it actually closes at night and opens up in the morning to say hello to the world. So stop hating on those dandelions, people. Dang. They're just trying to say hello and have a little spot in your life and bring a little sunshine when you're down. Goodness gracious. It actually increases milk flow for cows. For the cows who eat it, at least. Not by just staring at it. That would be kind of weird. So for all you farmers out there who, want to help your cows out with some milk flow, that's the way to go. Give them some dandelions. A whole nice big bushel of them. So, whichever each. But it actually is used in various different wines, beers, coffees, and teas and juices. I've only had the tea, but I would imagine that the coffees taste somewhat similar. So to each, at least my girlfriend thinks that the tea actually tastes like coffee, so to each its own on what you think on it. So, yeah. And if any of you have actually had the wine or the coffee or the beer, let me know how it tastes. I'm going to try it regardless of what you think. So, but I like other people's opinions. Just saying. Yeah. And it's produced in various parts of the United Kingdom and Bulgaria and former Yugoslavia. And it's actually not to be, confused with hawkbit. They are very different, but apparently a lot of people actually get them confused. So don't do that. Just saying. And every part of the flower is actually edible, from its roots to its flower to its leaves, in foods, medicines, and dyes. So take that in consideration next time you want to do like Easter egg painting and stuff. Or you want to dye your shirt yellow. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Little creativeness. We're going to talk about the health benefits. Now, just so you know, if you're going to pick any of this stuff out from the ground or anything like that, make sure you don't do it from any public places or from your roadside or just anywhere you believe they might use pesticides, just because it gets into the plants and then it can affect your health as well, and that's not what we need, especially right now during this whole COVID-19 nonsense. And make sure that if you buy it from anywhere, like on store or anything, you do it from a reputable resource or source, and you make sure that you do some deep diving into that with reviews and things of that nature. So, with that being said, a serving size is a half a cup or 100 grams, depending on how you want to weigh it out. Now, if you like to use a scale or a measuring cup, I like to use both. Just depends on, how I'm feeling and if I'm going places or not. But it's been known as a gastrointestinal aid and has been known to help with liver and gallbladder issues, and helps also with improving digestion and helping with arthritic conditions and gout and certain skin diseases like eczema. It has also been known as a cleansing alternative for people with fluid retention, postmenopausal women with kidney issues, and anybody with high blood pressure. But it is also known to be used as a poultice or a compress for any of you bodybuilders out there trying to get rid of that muscle soreness. No, I'm just playing. I only know a little bit about that. But it has also been known to help as a skin cleanser or an acne cleanser, just because the white substance that comes from the stem has been known to help with, certain things like acne or ringworms or eczema or bug bites. I don't know why I get that mixed up when I do that. But bug bites or, itchiness. And it's also been known to help with certain various cancers like lung cancer, ovarian cancer, and myelomonocytic. I got it this time. Myelomonocytic cancer. It's a cancer that mainly affects older people. But there was an actual man who was 71 years old that was reported to have done all these different various treatments for cancer that he had, chemotherapy and everything, and he was sent home and was given dandelion root as a means to help cure it, and it went away for 4 months, but eventually came back, probably due to the things that he had done in the past to try and get rid of it. So if any of you are suffering with it, use it at your own risk. I'm just a messenger, so don't kill me. Just saying. But with the fluid retention thing, it also helps to keep potassium in your system while getting rid of fluid, unlike most pharmaceuticals that get rid of a lot of potassium as well. So just a little key thing I'm throwing in there. But it also helps with eye health. All you people who are believing you're going blind or something, I feel like I am, but then I realize it's morning time and I just don't want to be awake. That's just me. But with regular consumption, due to the amount of lutein and zeaxanthin, I think I said that right. I don't know, I'll put it in here and y'all can pronounce it however you want to, but that's how I pronounce it. But those are two very important carotenoids with pigments that give certain fruits and vegetables their red and yellowish hues. So, just throwing that out there and letting y'all know. And also, it has been known to use as a calming agent, which for people who have stomach aches or all you kids out there trying to fake it, trying to get out of school, of course, right now you have no choice. But parents give them some dandelion root tea, and they'll make sure they never fake another stomach ache again. Just saying, because I like the taste of it. I've grown used to it, and I really enjoy it. It's almost like coffee, but to each its own. But unfortunately, with all good things, there are risks to take into consideration. Like the honey bun. Don't get me wrong. I have my fair share of, okay, I can't say fair share, but I have, unhealthy things that I eat too. But you can't expect to eat unhealthy and get good things. Wait, there are a lot of various good things out there that if you eat too much of it, it can be a bad. Ignore what I just said. Forget completely about it. But with the risks, now certain drugs, it can have certain interactions with them, and it can decrease the amount of absorption in it. And certain ones it can increase them even more. So I will put all the names in the video. They're very fancy names that I just don't want to pronounce. Just being honest with you. People who are already taking diabetic medicines, make sure you talk to your doctor before you do this, or go at your own risk, because it can potentially lower your blood sugar way too much. And then you're going to have a lot more bigger issues on your hand, because it can help with diabetes and hyperglycemia by decreasing your blood sugar. But if you're already taking medication, again, it'll make it a lot worse, and that's the last thing that we want. Pregnant women and nursing mothers, I would hold off on drinking this just because it could potentially have some effects with your child. So talk to your doctor as well about that, because we don't want to deplete any nutritions coming from the little ones that are coming out. Little monsters. I love kids. I'm just kidding. I love kids. So with all into consideration, any kind of medications that y'all are taking, be sure you do it with precaution, just because it can have some negative side effects with it. And with that being said, it does have a lot of potassium in it. So if you're taking anything to reduce potassium, it might negate the effects of it. And it can actually reduce the amount of blood clotting that goes on, and can also increase your bleeding. So be careful when you're doing that as well. Just saying. So, and also increased urination. With that, it can potentially reduce the amount of lithium that comes out of your body, from all the harmful things that are in the air and what you take in your body, depending on what you eat. It can reduce the amount that goes out. So be precautious with that, with how much you drink. I don't think a cup a day would be bad for you. But again, you could probably space it out, especially with if you drink anything else bad. There are a lot of passing cars by today, so I'm having to pause this quite a bit. Just saying. But, so with all that being said, guys, and with everything that's going on right now with the COVID-19, I'm going to leave y'all in a prayer. That's all I've got for you today. But, oh, hey, by the way, make sure that if you are picking it, wash the dirt off of the dandelion roots. Just wash them clean. Just like any other thing out there that for all you farmers, you already know. For anybody who's done farming, clean it. Just clean it really good. Make it shiny and clean. Not too shiny. But make sure you also don't break the roots whenever you're picking it, because the roots are a very nutritional part as well. That's how they come up with the tea, dandelion root tea. Just saying. But I'm going to leave y'all in a prayer, and y'all just stay strong out there. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord Jesus, we love you and praise you, and thank you for your loving grace and mercy and your strength. And I just pray that anyone who sees this, that they start trying to take into consideration their own health and their life, and just how they can overall better themselves and start taking better care of themselves. And I pray for anyone who's going through this COVID-19 nonsense, that whoever gets it, they overcome it and they just stay strong. And I pray also that whoever doesn't have it, that they just stay strong through this, and that if they happen to get it, that they overcome it. And I just pray overall, dear God, that you watch over everyone, and for whatever it is that we need to learn from this, whether we've taken things for granted or we need to find out newer things about ourselves, I pray that you can help us through that. And I just pray that everything goes back to normal as soon as possible, regardless of how slow the process might be. And I pray that everyone keeps their head during this difficult time. In Jesus' love and precious name, amen. Alright guys, God bless, and again, stay safe during this whole COVID-19 nonsense. Don't be running over no old ladies for some toilet paper. For goodness sakes. 1 item per person, guys. 1 item. Alright guys, God bless and take care.